piece of cardboard behind, but needless to say, I couldn't read it correctly. That was many years ago, and I've practiced it since, so I can do it quite well now. I haven't had to do it, but tonight was a good opportunity to do it for you. The other from Homer simply is a very nice Greek maxim, which I'm sure you will call Achilles in the first book of the Iliad, when Athena stands beside Achilles. All good ideas. You're not free, are you? MASH, and I think that the writing staff always listened, and there was a lot of wonderful stuff that I was called on to do, and Mulcahey, the role developed greatly. So I feel that it was a very honest kind of writing from Mulcahey, and I enjoyed it very much. I haven't the vaguest idea of exactly what your question was. It seems to me that should answer several. Several questions.
The exception of the chaplain is someone who was there in the time.
The interviewer, Clete Roberts. You know, I said, well, you know, they spread us chaplains pretty thin over here, and we have to do a lot of things. And not just drinking coffee in the mess tent, but I do obviously the religious offices, but then I'm working with people in the OR, and also I'm able to come down off of the platform and play cards and booze with them a bit too. So
but he's still single.
Still more or less celibate. I have good ideas about that too, but we didn't do that.
Mr. Christopher.
Yeah, but Mulcahey wasn't really tempted. I was tempted. Oh, I see a hand over here.
I'll give you a question. Some critics have said that MASH is more than a TV show, that it did something in terms of changing the attitude of the American television audience toward war. Do you agree or disagree with that, and how do you think it may have changed the American attitude?
Well, that's a big question. I think that it's clear that MASH fitted into a lot of the feeling of the country when we've come through Vietnam. And I don't feel that I'm the best person to expound on this, but MASH in its development, of course, began to deal with social issues. And I was, you know, we all felt that the things that we were able to touch on were meaningful in the way of social issues. As far as, you know, you asked me a question to seriously deal with how MASH may have changed the world. I wouldn't be so presumptuous, or the listening public. It's difficult to presume. I do get letters from the clergy, and I've some very nice comments about saying that from people who are spiritual leaders saying that MASH seems to have made a contribution. And I like to believe that's true.
Do they think you'd make a good priest? Any of those letters comment?